So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. It is Christopher's Day. That's a holiday that I made up a long time ago. Yesterday we celebrated Christopher's Eve, and now it's Christopher's Day. This is my birthday, and like a 12-year-old boy, I still think it's a big deal. And the weather's gorgeous here today. I think in Fahrenheit terms, we're talking about 59, 60 degrees outside, no wind, and sunny. It is beautiful. Every German in northern Bavaria is out on the streets. They are sitting and drinking wine and coffee and beer and having gelato. And I'm like, it ain't that warm, but it's warm-ish compared to what it has been for this winter, which has been a very cold one. But it's just so nice to see everybody out and about. Got a little shopping done earlier and picked up a fabulous little wine here at the bodega. This is a 2023 Premier Rendezvous. This is a Merlot-Cabernet Sauvignon Belle Cuvée. It is from Maison Française de Qualité, and it is from a French vineyard that is about a 6.5-hour drive from here, maybe 8 depending on traffic. Used to be a lot quicker when I was in southwest Germany and so much closer to the French border, but I can tell you right now, this one on the nose, it is just robust. It is in-your-face plum and cherry. It's got those little after effects from the cassis. You can pick up some pepper in there, some spicy notes, right? It is savory and sweet, all on the nose. On the palate, it's bold. It's tannic. The acid has a punch. It has a delightful finish. There's been no difference in when I opened the bottle about an hour ago to when I did the New York Times grid about 20 minutes ago to now. It has remained as stable as it can be. It's a very, very deep ruby. It's got a silver halo around the edge. It's just fabulous. This is a really nice one, and I'm making Scotch eggs today, but without the breading and whatnot. I just don't do the carbohydrates. But yeah, I love Scotch eggs. I was gonna make a meatloaf, and I thought, no, I got these boiled eggs here. I'll just make some Scotch eggs. It's absolutely one of my favoriteest things on the planet, especially with a kind of a white bechamel sauce. I make it without the roux. I use butter and cream cheese and a few other things to get my bechamel just right to where I'm getting the same flavor and consistency, but without the flour. But nevertheless, what a wonderful wine, and it is going to go so well with my dinner, which will follow directly after this grid. So happy Christopher's Day to all of you. Let's hop into our grid and see what we got. I figure a good yank slapping is in order for, in the United States when I was growing up. There's kind of an American tradition that when you're a child, you get a spanking, and you get swatted on your third point of contact for every year that you were alive. So it's cute when you're 5, right? You know what I mean? It's just playful. I mean, no one's hurting you. But I'm just thinking, do we really want to play that anymore? So I figure if I get a metaphorical yank slap out of this, that can just make up for all the years that I haven't been spanked for my birthday. So an evening meal at 6 letters, and I'm just going to go with supper. I don't think we can do supper in the afternoon unless that's when we eat our evening meal. County officer in the U.S. is a sheriff. Well, yeah, the U.S. stuff is going to be easy for the yank. Let's see, mark on a scale. Let's see, lying under oath. So this would be a good example of perjury. Yeah, lying under oath, 7. So, I don't know mark on the scale just yet. Place could be in lieu or like when I was a lieutenant in the United States Army, before I was a captain, I knew that I was a lieutenant, or lieutenant the way we say it, because I was in lieu, I'd stand in lieu of the place. I'd stand in the place of the captain, right? You know, if the captain wasn't there, then I was the one in command. It was a fun thing. I always liked the way that kind of explained itself out. But I really would love to know from people who are truly military historians, right? I got a lot of questions, you know, so to speak. I've been watching Rogue Heroes, that Amazon series on the founding of the Special Air Services during World War II. It's a delightful show. I've seen a couple of seasons of it, and I've really enjoyed every bit of it. But I've noticed that they're not wearing the Edwardian crowns on their uniforms. It looks very post 1950s ish to me, but I would love to have a conversation, you know, offline or whatever, but would love to know more about the British military ranks and how they're defined, you know, instead of my shoddy little definition for what a lieutenant is. So brilliant first steps, planes, takeoff. 6 and 5. I don't know, but I think this is, you know, you're off to a flying start. We'll have to check it, but I'm liking it. I just hope it's right because it looks so good in there. Leaves. Okay. Horse from back of the throat. Boiled food holder. Oh, leaves. Link. Okay. Relative. Oh, come on. You gotta have something here. Irritate. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to put in anger because that's not really an irritation, is it? That would be anger. So maybe peeve. I don't know what else to do here. I mean, I'm kind of in an impasse. I'm going to have to make a decision here. Do I have anything that can help? Enlightening thing, 3 and 6. And I can see already this E and this N is just telling me this is an eye opener. I hope. I mean, I'm going to be screwed either way if I don't figure this out. Mark on scale. Okay, so this is making more sense now. Maybe this is a degree. The degree to which something is being scaled to begin with, right? So, fungus, rounded skirt. I don't know about the fungus part, but I think with the P, a rounded skirt could be a puffball. I do sometimes feel like I missed my calling. While my wife wishes I had become a barrister or an attorney, I really think I would have been a great fashion designer. It's just, I don't know what that's all about, but I think I could have. I don't know. Discharge. Got it, 9 letters. What we got here? A fusillade? Maybe. I have no idea. High edge could be a cliff. If you're wondering if I'm avoiding that southwest corner, I am. I'm hoping something will kind of click in my mind while I'm tackling this one. And so, an Ottoman official. Ottoman is spelled normal. Maybe a vizier? I don't know. Where something mysteriously might disappear. 4 and 3, and look at that A blank R down there. I bet this may be thin air, and that would be one of those mysterious out of thin air. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in Vizier. It seems like it could be correct. I don't know. Dice 3 and 2 could be to cut up. And color on film. And I guess we're looking for the color purple. Fantastic movie, by the way. And yeah, this is looking more and more like it could be a fusillade. And if that's the case, then we're looking at an L here. I'm going to go ahead and put that in, if I can remember how to spell it. No, I didn't spell that right at all. That didn't even look right. Let me try this all over again because I'm really not quite sure. Is it fusillade? Maybe it's 2 L's. I think that looks better. I don't know. We'll find out when I try to start doing something with this. I don't know. I don't know on this one. I know the word. I just don't remember how to spell it. Follower could be an apostle by the very definition. Clothes could be attire. And so then a hissy fit could be a tantrum. A term that I think we share equally in British and Yank vernacular. A sty sound, I guess we're looking for an oink. Have you ever been fascinated by that? How different cultures have different sounds for what animals say? Like I've always, and by the way, my phone keeps going off left and right here because because it's my birthday, and I appreciate every single note from everybody. But I don't know if the British say cock-a-doodle-doo for a rooster in the morning, but in America we call it a cock-a-doodle-doo. But in Germany here, for example, it's a gickery-gee. Gickery-gee. So German roosters speak German, clearly, and they wake up in the morning going gickery-gee. The cow here goes shazoo, and in the United States it just goes moo. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of funny, Retrieve. Oh, wow. Maybe redeem. That I don't know that I would ever use to describe that, so I'm a little hesitant. But hoarse from the back of throat could be guttural. And I think, I'm going to remember how to spell this too. I studied linguistics at the graduate level, and I really enjoyed it. It was fascinating, but there was so much that I thought I knew, but I did not know. By the time I took that course of study, it was, like the fricatives or the palatal shifts that we have and the way that language works, the morphemes, the phonemes. It's all fascinating. I really considered getting a PhD on the topic, but then I realized I've already been awarded a doctorate in humane letters. I don't want to do any more school. I think I'm done with school. I just don't want to do this anymore. So leaves, I'm assuming, could be lettuce, and I'm now wondering if leaves, because in the United States, for example, in Yankville, we might use the term lettuce to describe money. So now I'm wondering if leaves is another way to talk about money. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm fascinated by that. So a relative, with a U there, I'm going to go with a cousin. And link. I guess this could be to unite. So now I got to figure out what a boiled food holder is, and I guess we're talking about an egg cup. This was a challenging grid. I do not feel 100% great about it, especially on the redemption factor over at 23 across. And I also don't always trust my ability to not fat finger something or to misspell something, which is quite often in my world. I admit I've gotten used to, I have perfect pitch in the ear. I can hear music and I can tell you what key and what's being played. I also have, and I don't know if there's a word for it. I need to look this up. Actually, I should probably know this since I've got this, but I can always point to north and southeast west. I can always get in the general direction. It's something that comes natural. But I noticed that my direction finding abilities are kind of weakening because I'm now just relying on the navigation system, right, or my phone or whatever. And also the spell checks and stuff like that just makes me a little lazy, like most people, and I think that we miss so much in that. So that said, I'm putting this off long enough. Let's go ahead and check all. Do it a couple of times, make sure that it's taken in. Yeah, I guess I fat fingered something on thin air, so I'm gonna have to take my YANKSLAP here, but I thought I had spelled out thin air. I guess I did not. Oh well, YANKSLAP for my birthday, Christopher's Day. He's gonna have a YANKSLAP, it's gonna be fine. But I need to learn more about lettuce. I need to know more about the reason behind the ranks within the British and by extension the American military system. And I guess I was right on the Vizier. Yeah, this is a very, very good grid. Interesting on the use of redeem as well. I get the whole idea, but at the same time, we almost use it more like, hey, I'm giving you my receipt and my customer value number so that I can get a rebate or something like that. And so, I mean, it fits within the definition, right? Retrieve, but at the same time, when I think of redeem or redemption as a yank, I'm thinking about something that I'm getting as a result of an action, right? You know, so interestingly enough, this was a fabulous, fabulous grid. My settings, my compliments to the setters, sir or madam or sir, fantastic job today. Wonderful work as always. Thank you all so very much again for joining me for this grid. It means the world to me. My name is Christopher, and I'm delighted that you're here. And I just love the daylights out of every single one of you. I appreciate everything you do, the very kind remarks, the kind words, everything. You wouldn't believe it. Just feels like when I'm with family as I'm on here and I'm doing what we're doing. And it's fabulous. So until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Be great to the person behind you in line. And we'll see you on the morrow. Be well out there. Cheers.